Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good night.
Okay. What are core values at this school? D stands for what? Raise your hand, please. Don't blurt out an answer. Yes.
Do what's right.
Do what's right. Good. C stands for what? Raise your hand. Jackson, thank you for following directions.
Care for everyone.
Care for everyone, for each other. Good. And E stands for what?
Embrace excellence.
Embrace excellence. That means every time do your best. Okay?
It's right there on the wall.
Well, yes, it's right there on the wall for you guys, so you don't be shocked if I put that on the test someday. Okay.
In 8th grade, he quizzed us on it.
Yep. I put it on the test, didn't I, in 8th grade? Huh. Would I be stubborn enough to put it on the test again for the final exam? Would everyone stand up and go against that wall, please? You don't have to bring anything there. You just leave everything sitting. Stand up. Go to that wall. Real quick, we are not going to... Hey, mask up, though. Mask up. We are not going to be probably standing there very long. It would be awesome if we were. Okay, so now think about what time you went to bed last night. Got it? You don't have to tell me, just think. What time did you wake up this morning? You think. If it's less than 8, go back to your seat.
Wait. Less than what?
8.
Oh, less than 8?
Less than 8, go back to your seat. Okay. Step 2. Do you have a water bottle with you right now?
I did.
If you don't, sit down.
Oh, if you don't?
If you don't have a water bottle with you right now. Oh. Hey, did I tell you to write on my board? Okay. Third question. Did you have breakfast this morning? If you didn't, sit down. Okay, you 3 guys, are you listening? You have just optimized your ability or chance to learn today. The rest of you guys have not optimized your basic ability to learn on doing those 3 things. Thank you, you 3 guys, for doing the basic things. Sit on down. Today is a double stamp day. This will be on the test under geometric connections. I'm going to give you 4 points and ask you what it is. I recommend that you be able to do it right now. Work on this while I come around and stamp your assignments. People at home, just use a piece of scratch paper. Go. This will take you a while. It'll take me a while to stamp your assignments. People at home, have your parents sign off on your assignments. Okay. We had Delta 28 and like 80 something through 80. Working on it. Here we go. Delta, man. Any more? Test this on Thursday. Make sure you get those done by Thursday. Okay. Okay.
You said for parents.
Oh, did they?
I don't know what I got. Wait, how many do you guys have? I got a C on that. Yeah, I got a C. Is it a rectangle? The one for the actual final. Yeah, no, for like actual points. I found it was way easier offline. That Dude, I worked at a ski school. Yeah, there's 7 lines.
It's a parallel. It could be a
Those are because the other ones were awesome. Gotta have everything in by Thursday.
We're doing that, you know,
Okay, one more minute and we'll get started.
So I think technically he just considered it like
52 minutes. We took notes and I actually just
Okay. Okay, have you had enough time? This problem should look familiar.
Yeah, it was on the test.
It was on the test. The last test. Are you done?
Oh my God. You're
Okay. We're going to get started. So, here it is. All you have to do is for every 2 points, you have to do the slope and the Pythagorean theorem. That's it. If you don't know how to do rise over run or Pythagorean theorem, you better see me. Otherwise, you'll see me all next year again. Okay? If you catch my drift. So, it turns out that the slopes, there's 2 of them that are equal. 2 of them are 2/9 and 2 of them are -3. Okay? What do equal slopes tell us about?
Parallel.
Parallel. So how many lines do we have parallel? 2 sets. Okay, then I go Pythagorean theorem. 2 squared is 4. 9 squared is 81. Add the 2 together. That's 85. Take the square root of it, right? 9.22. I do the same thing for each one of these red triangles. Doesn't matter if it's negative in there, because when I square it, it's going to be positive anyways. Okay? So I come to find out that I have two pairs of opposite sides equal also. So now I'm ready to write, okay? I do that for all four sides. The quadrilateral above is a parallelogram because opposite sides are parallel, having the same slopes of 2/9 and -3. You have to put the numbers in to document what you're saying, okay? I will take points off if you don't document that. Also, it is a parallelogram because opposite sides have equal lengths measuring 9.22 and 9.49. Again, I have documentation of the sides. This is online already. Okay? You have to take a picture of this. But it's there, okay? Questions. You will have to do one on the test on Thursday. I'll give you 4 points. You plot them, you do the slopes, you do the distance, and then you tell me what it is and why. Any questions? Last time I reviewed that. Yes?
We need our practice log done by Thursday too.
Correct. Practice logs are due by Thursday.
Oh,
Thursday. Test is Thursday.
You didn't snap.
Okay? I gotta come over and stamp? Okay, I missed that whole table, so I'll come over and stamp a little bit. Okay. Check your assignment answers. Let's see if there's any problems I need to go over from your assignments.
So you can tell me what my science grade is percentage-wise, I'll figure that out.
Hey, are we checking our assignment?
Maybe exactly. Even though I haven't.
Did you get the right answer for this one?
So he's right, and he's for all my test grades.
So all you gotta do
37.
is take your area, your triangle. Where's your area, your triangle?
Because my grade was.
You know what I mean? And you gotta multiply it times 3. Three triangles. Right? Does that make sense? You know what you did? So you might have to multiply it times 6, because you have areas of half triangles. However you did that. You guys need stamps? Do you want me to go over that or not? Okay. Would anyone like me to go over any of these? Going once. You want me to go over any of these problems? Twice. Anna?
85?
Yes, absolutely. I'll go over that one. Great question. That's definitely a review from a long time ago. Okay. Any others besides 85? Okay. So on 85, it says, hey, I got a triangle with measurements 5, 6, and 1. And the thing is, you should be able to pick any two sides of a triangle, and they always should add up to be greater than the third side. So the problem here exists is because when I take 5 and 1, it equals 6. It's not greater than 6, therefore it cannot. There won't be any space, so it can't be a triangle. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Will that be on the test?
No. Any other questions? Okay, then I got a lot of questions. The first thing I want you to do is I want someone in your group to go and pick up this sheet that's back on the small table. One for everybody in your group, please.
Oh wait, actually, anybody knows how many days we have left? Oh, 4.
I grabbed it next.
Like 15 real days.
4 more hours.
Yeah. Days.
4 more hours.
I'll be sad.
How long is summer vacation?
I can see based on
If you watch that show,
it's funny.
you're valid.
Okay, do I have a volunteer to read for us? If you want to volunteer, just keep on talking right now.
Do you have a Band-Aid?
Anna, thank you for volunteering. Can you read the first section?
I don't even have my paper yet.
Get with the program.
I'm sorry. I have to read all of that?
Just the first paragraph. Nice and loud. You like to talk.
I do like to talk.
I know.
In order to predict the area and perimeter of the polygon with identical.
Oh, stop. Where it says a special ratio.
Where?
On the very top.
Oh, right there.
Okay.
Section 1, 8.1 develops a method to find the area and perimeter of a regular polygon with n sides. You carefully calculate the area of the polygon with 5, 6, and 8, and even 10 sides. But what if the regular polygon has an infinite number of sides? How can you predict this?
Good. As you investigate this question today, keep the following focus questions in mind. What is the connection? Do I see any patterns? How are the shapes related? In order to predict the area and the perimeter of a polygon with infinite many sides, your team is going to work with other teams to generate data in order to find a pattern. Your teacher will assign your team not 3, but 2 of the regular polygons below. For each polygon, find the area and perimeter if the radius is 1. If the radius is 1, if the radius is 1, if the radius is 1, we are going to find the area and perimeter. Leave your answer to the accurate, leave your answer accurate to the nearest hundredth. Place your results into the class chart to help predict the area and perimeter of polygon with infinite many sides. Okay, so first thing I thought we would do before I assign you is let's just do one together so we know what's going on. So there I picked the octagon with the radius of 1. Now we got to find the area and perimeter of that. So first thing I drew is that triangle. Next thing is I got to find the central angle. Can anyone tell me what the central angle of that triangle is and how you got that? Go. What are you doing? What are you trying to do in your head? Yeah, 360 divided by 8, which is 45. Okay, so I find that central angle first. Now I'm going to find the area of that triangle. To do that, and the first thing I'm going to do is drop down the height. Now this is different than other ones that you've done, because I need to know the base and the height. So I'm going to find the height first in h, and then I'm going to find this x value. Oh, by the way, what happened to the 45 when I dropped that height? Divided by 2. So that is 22.5 now, isn't it? Okay? So to find h, what trig function deals with adjacent leg and hypotenuse? Because we know the hypotenuse is 1. Cosine. So someone with calculator, get ready. So the cosine of 22.5 is going to equal h over 1. Well, that's kind of nice, right? So h is going to equal, what's 1 times the cosine of 22.5? So can you tell me what h is?
0.92.
Let's go out 4 decimal places. Okay, so 0.92. 8, did you round that last one? Okay. And I'm going to even tell you when we get to the bigger ones, do not round it. I'll go out like 6 decimal places. Okay? It'll make a difference. So now we know the height. Now I got to find the base. So I can find x first. X is opposite the angle we know, right? What's opposite over hypotenuse? What is it? Quentin? What trig function is opposite over hypotenuse? Sine, right? So the sine of 22.5 equals x over 1. Make it a proportion. 1 times x is x. 1 times the sine of 22.5 is just the sine of 22.5. So x is, Lauren, can you punch that in your calculator for me? Sine of 22.5. I don't have to multiply times the number because the number is 1.
0.3827.
Leave that right in your calculator. You got the whole number in your calculator? Okay, because I don't need x. What I really need, because I'm trying to find the area of this triangle, is what I really need is this base here, which we're going to call b. So what do I got to do to x to find out what the base is? times it by 2. So Lauren, you got that in your calculator still, right? The longer we can hold off on rounding, the better. So multiply that times 2, what do you get?
0.765 or 4.
5, 4? Is that it right there? Okay, now I have the base of the triangle, I have the height of the triangle. I should now be able to find the area of the triangle, which is base times height divided by 2. So I have the base, we just figured out 0.7654, times the height, which is 0.9238. Can you multiply those two numbers together and then divide it by 2? What do you get approximately? We'll go 4 decimal places.
0.146.
Point what?
146.
6,4. Okay. So that's the area of that one triangle. Now, to find the area of the octagon, I'm going to take the area of the triangle and multiply it by 8, right? Because there's 8 triangles in an octagon. So you take 0.1464 and multiply it times 8. What do you get?
1.16.
For some reason, I think we've made an error.
Yeah, it's the area.
I think the area, can you remultiply these out here for me for a second? I think, what, do you get the same answer?
I got 35, 35.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay, so this is point what? Help me out here, guys.
35. 35. You round.
Okay, so now, so let's take 8 times that. That sounds a little better. 2.83. And that one I round to the nearest hundred. So then what I do is I would go, because I have this chart up here. Maybe we grab a little bit. There it is. And, oh, no, not that chart. That chart, okay. And so this is going to be 2.83. I'm going to squeeze it in there. Okay? Now, so everyone write that in the chart that they have right now, 2.83. And I got to find the perimeter, which isn't going to be that bad. Do I know a side of the polygon? The base right here, right? So I'm going to take the perimeter. T is going to equal 0.7654 times 8. Right? So what do you get for the perimeter? 6.12. Okay, so then I'm going to go to here and put 6.12 there. You're going to do that for 2. I'll leave the answer, I'll leave my one problem as an example up there for a while. Okay? So, here's, you guys got the first group, you got 3 and 180. The only thing about 180, guys, round way out. Go like 6, 7 decimal places, or leave it in your calculator, you know. Don't round to even until the very end, okay? You have 4 and 90. And again, with 90, round way out. You know what I'm saying? Go even more than 4 does. 4 90 sides. Yep. Okay? You guys, yeah, yes. You guys have 5 and 60. Okay? You guys,
No.
you guys have 6 and 30. Okay?
So 4.
You guys have 9 and 15. You guys have 10 and 30. You guys, I know, you double checking. You guys have 6 and, which one? You guys have 6 and 60. 6 and 60. You guys have, why don't you do 3 and 90? And for the 91, go round, go more than 4 decimal places. Go like 6 decimal places. Okay? Okay, go. Put your answers up there when you're done. Hang on 1 second. I will show you, I'll leave this up for a little bit as an example to help you through it. Okay.
We're using one.
Use 15.
So we're finding the area and the perimeter.
So what's 3 divided by 10?
That makes sense?
Does he give you your height? Okay. Now use that in your calculation. And that's great. Now multiply it times 6. There's the oh, okay. Times 6. Okay. Divide it by 2. That's the area of one triangle. Now you gotta multiply that times 12. So you have 12 triangles.
I used it once on the test and I got 16.
So,
Whole base would be one.
what?
Yeah,
No. No. The top area, that's the whole area of the cookie. And then you can take the 33 and put a 6. You're thinking 3-dimensional.
whole base.
Yeah, that's why I got it.
Next chapter.
Can I do it?
1 times
3.
Can I do it?
Okay, yeah. You good? Okay, hi. How we doing? Which one?
Oh, we have 6. So we have 5.
Okay, so draw out. Oh, go ahead, Minor. Go ahead. Hey, well, first you gotta draw a triangle.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Hey, so here's your triangle.
I know.
Right? Now you gotta do this. Right? You gotta start from the center, so what's that in? It's right there.
I know.
360 divided by 3, yep.
Hold up. 360 divided by 5 is 0.8.
That's why you gotta- Don't even round it. Keep as much as you can in your calculator. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
How many zeros?
Is that the- No, that's somewhere up here backwards. I know the answer, so. Check. Well, yeah. You got get one answer. You put one answer. How did you get all those answers already? What? Try to do one first.
Oh, you get 1.188.
Good.
Okay. Oh, so that after you got it 2, right?
How you coming? So you get 120, right? And now when you drop it down, this is 1. So now I gotta find.
So you got 2.
I got one person.
So what trick function? So the header so good draw. Well, you remember.
Yeah, we're kind of. Yeah, I know. It's hard.
I'm sorry. This is opposite.
I didn't say it's not right. It's hard.
So for H, Jason over, so that's cosine, right? So now we can cosine of 6.
I know. I should put you both in so I can go through.
So we can cross the fingers. So now we gotta find that.
Oh, because
What deals with ops?
this is the whole length.
Ops go right.
Yeah, that's not.
For five.
Sorry.
Just leave it right your phone. Right? Something. Because that's only this distance. I gotta find this whole distance.
I think I have to.
Well, it's not 9:16.
Said I only get her car. It's not bad.
So now you know your height is 0.5. Your base is here. Now this area of triangle. Base times height divided by 2. And how many triangles do they have in there? How many sides do you have?
'Like the character traits, like the beat description.
Can I switch this?
Yeah.
Okay, so at home you can just pick any two you want right now and you'll be working on two of these.
Can we make sure we got them?
Okay.
See if this calculator is the right way.
Yeah, yes, I can. Okay, and then you can start putting them up, right? Here's the, when you start getting them done, start putting them up. Put those in.
Yeah, no, times 2
Nice job.
1.17.
You did not. You looked at what he had. No! He went out.
Come on, Arlen.
Oh, Betty's Bistro. How are you in my email?
Hey, yo.
Yeah,
Now we go with
Hang on a second. Okay, hang on.
some meat.
Okay, so hang on.
Betty's Friday.
How do you have all of the answers? You were meant to do
What's for
two.
lunch today? Does anybody know?
Yep.
Oh
something
boy,
that's
I've
not-
seen that.
What's for lunch?
I saw that answer
I reckon,
twice.
Quick Trip. We can get a G Fuel.
Yeah, not right.
Does that smell?
You guys did something wrong with that one.
Okay. I did something.
Did you take that triangle and start in the center of the triangle and draw it and use 120 degrees?
I don't remember which one it was over here. Was it 5?
Oh, you were doing 6. I think you were doing 6.
And 30. I know it was 30.
Yeah.
Ah, I didn't finish.
Let's go. You're taking a while.
I can't read mine.
Can't read Caden's cheating.
We cheated together, technically.
Come on, don't. Hey, by the way, it's not that.
It's not?
Well, that's the one for number 8.
Oh, it's 3. That's a 3. Oh my god, it's 3-8. I can't read my own finger. I mean, my own finger. Give me the eraser. All right, 2 points.
Can you help out him? 5.66.
The pen's just on today. Oh, I got one more. You should do that calibration.
Okay, you gotta erase those first? Yeah, you gotta erase your other ones. So, no. See the erase? Yeah.
What is it, 6?
Okay. 2.60. Just put 2.6, yeah. Okay, and the bottom one's 6.
6. Did I write these in the wrong way?
You need copyright. Jeez.
I need to copy them right. Oh my god.
All right, so they're working on these. And hey, your sheet of paper's moving the. So back off your sheet of paper because it's hitting the raise. Okay, nice job. You will most certainly have to find the area of a regular polygon on the test.
Yeah.
So practicing this right now. Did you guys figure out what you did wrong? Hey, you guys are gonna have to help them on 3. So here's what you got. Right? This is 120, right? Because you have, right? Drop this down. This is 60. This is 1. This is X. This is H. Who's got 10? And 180? You guys got 180 also. Did you get 180 done?
Hey, I'll give you a hint.
Here.
180 may be the same as 60 and 90.
I can live with both of those.
Maybe.
Yep.
It might just be like, where's the mark?
You guys did a nice job. Right there.
I'd be willing to bet $500 that says 180 is the same as 90 and 160. You want to bet that? Sure. Why don't you take that? You want to bet it? It's 3.14. What?
You can hold it. Hey, did you check their answers?
We got this girl FaceTimed us, and then we were talking to her, and she made fun of my car. You want to know what she eats?
Okay, 1.30. Is that what you got? 1.30. And that's what the answer is. Erase it. Let me help you here.
It's super Larry. His name's Larry.
Okay,
Don't worry.
let me help you with these.
Larry.
You got best in class.
Okay, take a look. You see this? I want you to flip over your answer sheet now. Okay, your sheet. There's 3 questions on number. What number is that? 91. I want you to read those 3 questions. Look at this data, which is pretty good. I know it's a little messy, but you guys actually did a darn good job for the most part. And answer those 3 questions, please. I'm going to give you like 2 minutes to do this. Okay, so you're looking at this data, and you're looking at these questions right now, and this data, and we're trying to analyze what's going on there. Answer those 9-1. .38 and 5.88. Okay, that's a good observation.
That's all you do.
I don't know. That's what
What's that? 5.6. 5.66.
You're getting us ready for circles, aren't you?
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh. You have figured it out.
Yeah. Use that little
Okay,
squiggly line.
so let's take a look. Don't worry, they're in there. If you need to go find them, it's not a big deal. Here's the correct answers. But this is the most important part right here. So what would you predict a regular polygon with infinite many sides? What would the answer be for the area with a radius of 1?
3.14.
Yes. It would be 3. Oh, hang on. She's got it. Say it again for me.
3.14159265359.
I'm
There you go. That's as far as I
Okay,
know.
on and on, right? Okay, what's another name for an infinite polygon? Thank you. A circle.
That's all right.
Right? I would even suspect if you got to like 30 gallon, that would pretty much look like a circle. Right?
No.
Okay. So does the number 3.14 look familiar? What is that? Pi. Okay. So now write this down. So when you were finding area of a circle is pi r squared, right? But I told you let the radius be 1, right? So when you take pi times 1 squared, well, what's 1 squared? 1 times pi should give you just plain pi, which is approximately 3.14. That's why they start going that way. Okay, what's another name for perimeter of a circle? Circumference. And circumference
Was a 9.
is defined as 2 pi r. Oh, is defined as 2 pi r. Right? We made r 1. So if you take 2 times pi times 1, 1 doesn't change anything, and someone else made the observation that, hey, it's just 3.14, it's just double 3.14. That's because that is the relationship between the circumference and the radius, so this would give you approximately 6.28. So when you leave here today, there's a couple things I want you to get out. First, we wanted to figure out where the heck pi r squared came from. Where 2 pi r came from. And it's really polygons and just going out to infinite sides. That's one way of doing it. Okay? I have other ways. I wanted you to understand this. So this, finding the area of a regular polygon, it is on the test. Here's the directions. You're finding that central angle. You're getting the height using your trig. Okay? You're getting the area of the triangle and you're multiplying by a number of sides. I wanted you to do that and understand that. That is a big part of this chapter. It is definitely on the test. The question you don't know is what side am I going to give you? I can give you the radius, I can give you the height, or I can give you a side, or I can give you the perimeter. And what shape is it? How many sides are on the shape? You know, I'll go up to a dodecagon. Now, the other thing on the test that I wanted to review for you is our warm-up was very critical. That will be on the geometric connections portion of the test. I'll give you 4 points and say, what is it and why do you know? You should be able to find the slope. You should be able to find the distance of those two things. Okay, and then be able to tell me what it is from those two things. So, 2 big concepts that we covered that are going to be on the assessment for Thursday. Are we good with that? Any questions on that? I'm going to tell you right now, the circle will not be on the test. It's too early yet. It'll be on the next test. I'm going to teach you tomorrow sectors and arcs and how to find those. And
like the circle.
yeah.
Like and then split it into way along.
Yeah.
I saw my sister do that for.
So we're going to get into that tomorrow. Your assignment is 93 through 90. I have it on a sheet of paper for you. So please wipe your desk clean. And I'll pass the assignment. Oh, people, that's it. Work on your assignment. Come with questions. The test is on Thursday. If you're still at home, I'll be sending it to you.